So, K-pop. It's one of the most culturally significant musical waves to have touched the hearts of millions of Filipinos. It's fun, it's colorful, it's catchy as hell, and I've got to admit they look drippy as hell. Yeah, not even close. Maybe it's the face. Personally, I wasn't really big into K-pop. I'm more of a hip-hop guy, but I can't deny the amount of influence this genre of music has to our very own. You can't deny that SB19 and Beanie being at least partially inspired by K-pop. I mean, they put twice in the title of their latest song. So, the first time I heard the title of this new Netflix animated movie, I brushed it off as some producer being like, what seems to be hip with the kids these days?
K-pop! Demon Slayer! Musicals!
Good suggestion. What about all three of them? And thus K-pop Demon Hunters was born. And I wasn't actually planning to watch this movie, but my girlfriend wanted to watch it, so we did. And I want to talk about it. So it opens to a huge stadium filled with fans. A small flashback to the past explains how this world works. And I just want to say, thank God for Spider-Verse setting the bar really high, cause holy fuck, this looks gorgeous. It looks both smooth and choppy, and I maybe have a thing for choppy videos. Propaganda I'm not falling for, more frames equals better animation. So this is where they show us the premise of the movie, that there are demons and, demons bad cause they give you a suck so good, you die. And the only way to beat them is of course a multi-generational girl group. Then we get introduced to the current demon fighting trio. Mira is a problem child and the lead dancer, Zoe is an American and is the feisty rapper, and Rumi's mom is dead and she's the lead singer. That's probably an apt description of them. Problem child, American, dead mom. I love their introductory scenes where Mira was at the Met Gala. I mean, not the most outrageous outfit. And Zoe's introduction is really funny to me, and I don't know why.
He grew up in America, somewhere called Burbank, USA.
There's Helsi. He grew up in the Philippines, somewhere called Biringan. And a fan gives you a warning and gets too heated up.
So scary, like you better watch it.
Okay, damn. I mean, accurate then to the real life stance. And then we go to Rumi, how she's the daughter of one of the past generation's demon hunters, and her voice is so good that these people constantly cry the whole movie. And holy shit, I found the perfect reaction. Me when I see a big old 3 in my student portal.
This joke is brought to you by my girlfriend.
I want to put out a tally how many times I mentioned my girlfriend in this video, and right now it's 3. Just like her grades. So the fans are cheering, they're all excited for the show to start, but uh-oh, they're late. Turns out they were carb loading. We then get a cute montage of them eating. Oh, look at how cute Zoe is. Yup, she is my bet. Or what the stans call it, my bias. I know a little bit about K-pop stan culture, and oh my god, is she deep-throating a sushi? A little bit ago, I saw a couple of tweets of people saying that they got turned off watching the movie because of this scene. A roomie sniffing a sushi like it's good shit, and having that expression. There's a reason why animation is in some ways a superior way of entertainment, being able to show things impossible to do in live action. Exaggerated faces like this and stylistic changes convey to the watcher that these trio, despite being superstars, are also a bit dorky, which in a way makes them more relatable, even though there's nothing less relatable than being superstars. Except maybe billionaires, but I digress. Well, these are the girls who run the world, or at least Korea, enough for them to have their own ramen flavor, and oh my god dude, I want to talk about these ramen flavors they have, because Rumi has the superstar flavor, Mira has the Spice Queen, which are like pretty standard flavor names, but then Zoe gets a fucking hamburger flavor. Just imagine how a hamburger flavored ramen would taste like. I'm gonna stop here cause I don't wanna know. They find out that their plane was hijacked by demons, and as they threaten their fans, we got our first musical number, and all I can say is, this song fucking slaps. They fight and the plane gets destroyed, and they jump only to land on the stage as they're opening, which is really cool, but imagine yourself being in the crowd. Don't you think they're a little bit late?
Yeah, the schedule said it was supposed to start 15 minutes ago.
Oh, we're at this part now. They start singing and the crowd is going wild when one of the demons got up next to a fan and they kill it while it was in their arms. And if I was in that crowd, I would be like... And then they showed us that the Hon moon is about to turn gold. So this is what the trio have been working on to keep humanity safe. We then get to the demon world where we got the badass introduction of one of the antagonists slash love interest slash main character, Gino the Demon. And he proposes to the Demon King to start a boy band in exchange for the erasure of his memories. Man, I feel like a conspiracy theorist would see this and be like, they're trying to tell us something. They're trying to show us that boy bands are demonic. You're going to hell if you don't stop listening to boy band music. This song by a demon boy band is going viral, which does show that the Illuminati isn't even hiding anymore. Number 15, Burger King foot letter. BTS are spawns of Satan confirmed. It was a joke, please don't dox me. We then get to the end of the tour where they're supposed to have a 2-week vacation, but Rumi has other plans by releasing their new single Golden. And this song also slaps hard. But not as hard as the twist that, Rumi has those demon patterns and it's affecting her ability to perform by making her cough once. I'm sick right now, so I can attest to you that you don't cough once, you cough at least twice as much. See? 2 coughs. Turns out the patterns are reaching her throat enough for her to cough once. Maybe that's it. She's not demon enough to cough more than once. I mean, we could never know. Rumi, after feeling that she's not hitting her usual notes, runs away, and with 10,000 people outside, not a single one of them noticed her just booking it. Well, it's probably their hunter trait. And on the first time I finished this movie, I saw Lea Salonga was casted to be Celine's singing voice, and upon rewatching, she gets 4 seconds of screen time.
When darkness finally meets the light.
Man, I wish I was talented enough to get a bag for appearing in a movie for shorter than the amount of time for me to finish this whole sentence. This is where we find out that her mom got feisty with a demon, which is how she came to be. And you would think this would be an integral part of her character, but no, they never bring this up. And then we get to the classic parent trope of lying to your children. Hooray!
When the home moon is sealed, all the demons will be gone from this world, and so will your patterns.
Which is why she didn't let them have a break, cause she's running out of time and she's so close to doing it.
I'm so close.
Hey, that's what I said! So they talk about how to fix her voice and they go to a quack doctor to get her voice remedy tonic. And this is where they meet the demon boy band. And the two were totally mesmerized by the first 4 members to the point where they make popcorns out of their eyes. Me whenever I see my girlfriend.
You know she's gonna hear it.
Yes.
She's gonna watch that.
Yes. But then Rumi sees Juno and you know, the typical K-drama thing happens where time seems to slow down and music plays. And then he bumps into her and then she falls down in a cartoonish way. Appa offers her a hand, she goes to reach out, and then he brushes her off. I don't know about you, but if I fall down, I feel like this is what my girlfriend would do before helping me up. Well, then we get to one of my favorite songs in the movie and it sounds like something an actual boy band in real life would sing about. My little soda pop. The funniest part of this movie for me is at the end of this song where they do a slow motion of the members. And holy shit, dude, this is so fucking funny. The girls then plot to kill them backstage, like the gremlin they are. Just look at them. And we get to the worst line of the movie.
Goo goo gaga.
Oh my fucking god. They got caught and when the show was over, the boy band books it out of there. I saw a TikTok that says the Saja boys are 5 losers and hot bodies, and after seeing how they run away, I might have to agree with this one. They chase them down into the bathhouse and the Saja boy summons a lot of demons so that they can escape. Gino runs away with a dorky little laugh. But Rumi runs after him and they fight one-on-one. The fight ruins her suit and Gino finds out her secret.
A hunter who's part demon?
A wall bursts open and she sees them struggling fighting off the amounts of demons the boys have summoned. Oh no, she's stunned. What am I supposed to do with this secret? So Gino helps her in the most K-drama move ever. A ship has sailed that day. So after escaping, we get the scene of the demons talking about their evil plot. How their plan to damage the girl's stranglehold on the music industry is working and that the honeymoon is being weakened. So in order to fight back, the girls decided to write a diss track. You know how diss tracks can actually ruin someone else's career? And while they were really hyped, Gino sends Rumi a letter for them to meet, and what does she do? Try killing the hot guy! He then reveals to her what the patterns are, a symbol for their shame when they were still humans. For the case of Gino, his family being abandoned for luxuries when he was still alive. No surprise here, oh no, the hot guy has a tragic backstory. Good thing I'm not hot, cause if I had to deal with everything this economy is trying to fuck me over with, and the general state the world is in right now, I think I'll end up in a padded room with a straitjacket because I wouldn't know how to handle all of that. But I do have a brother that died when I was 11. We then get a compilation of the girls fighting demons, and then we get to a fan sign event, and the Saja boys decided to crash their event, and they lost like half of their fans.
Lose half the fans?
Hey, that's what I said! And in order to avoid this, they do a joint signing with the Saja boys sitting next to them. A kid then gives Gino a drawing saying that he has a beautiful soul, and this is the point of the movie where Gino starts thinking, what if I do the right thing? A fucking demon learns empathy before any Republican. Rumi then offers a deal to let them win so he can get free of the chains put onto him by the Demon King.
And that will guarantee your freedom. I am a mistake. Have been since the moment I was born.
Me too, Mira, me too. They then show us them practicing and Rumi feeling that the lyrics of their new song are a bit too insensitive. Heh, been there. And they run off to fight some demons and they get in an argument where Rumi got confronted and Rumi starts deflecting.
Not everything is about your insecurities, Mira! Would you two stop fighting each other and look?
It's huge.
To be honest, I'd rather have these shitty edits than AI. They then cleared a wave of demons, but when they checked the passengers, they were all gone. So everyone was bummed and sad they couldn't protect the people.
Whatever you think about the song, it doesn't matter right now. Everything is at stake, and we just need to get through this together.
Trust me, I'm gonna make sure we win.
Instead of working through it, seeing what the real issues are, Rumi echoes the sentiment that Celine has taught them. We are hunters. Voice is strong. Your faults and fears must never be seen. Which I want to talk about for a little bit. In the context that they are hunters and the demons will try to exploit any information they get to gain an advantage, it makes sense. You don't want an entity out to destroy you to know what hurts you the most. This is the exact reason why Spider-Man chooses to keep his identity a secret. The way it's inundated to the trio, I think is counter to the point they want to achieve. In the opening section of the movie, it's stated that they unite people in order to create the Han mood.
Our music ignites the soul and brings people together.
They embodied the your faults must never be seen quote too literally to the point where the problems and insecurities these three have, they can't talk about to the people that they risk their lives with. Mira's isolation in her family, Zoe being a people pleaser, and Rumi being ashamed of what's on her skin. And it's been working for so long because they never had to face an obstacle that can actually challenge them, but because of Gino's plan and the fact that they have slowly been losing their undisputed place in the industry, coupled with the fact that people are dying, the cracks have begun to show, and it's clear to them that they are buckling under the pressure.
And we just need to get through this together.
But because of Rumi's inability to open up and be honest because of their faults must never be seen, even to them, just adds to the slowly widening schism between the three of them. And I put all the blame towards Celine. Me and my homies hate Celine. Here's me in the past recording voicing out my hate towards Celine.
If your name's Celine, fuck you. Fuck you for having Lea Salonga's voice and only using it for 4 seconds.
Maybe they'll understand.
No, Rumi. Nothing can change until your patterns are gone.
Celine sees her patterns as her faults to cover,
Cover those up.
and establishing the golden honeymoon would be the way to correct this fault. It's clear to see that Rumi's parental figure doesn't fully accept every part of her, which made her develop an aggressive disdain towards demons, towards the other part of herself,
Demons are never nice!
which can be regarded as. And as a Filipino, knowing a lot of toxicity Filipinos have, especially to their fellow countrymen, I have faced internalized racism. It's not to the point of Rumi, but this is what I saw in her. I wasn't different from my neighbor. I wasn't the only Filipino in my class. For some reason, I just hated that I was. And I feel like that's because of how Filipino society is. I think so anyways. I grew up embarrassed being a Filipino because we were taught wag man lamang. But crab mentality and smart shaming is still so prevalent. We were taught to be respectful of others' opinions, but then they red tag people who they don't politically align with. Actual racist behaviors, homophobia, transphobia, there's so much wrong being tolerated and even being rewarded in our society, and it's embarrassing. We live in a society, Rumi. Society. I felt ashamed of Filipino behavior and yet so proud of our fellow countrymen being able to achieve amazing things. Carlos Yulo, Hidilyn Diaz, Manny Pacquiao, Pauline Lopez. This one's for my fellow Taekwondo peeps. I go, hell yeah, Filipinos are amazing. I root for them when I see them compete, and yet the feeling of being ashamed of being a Filipino weighs on me. Now that I'm in a better place with who I am after meeting so many amazing and talented Filipinos, I am able to accept that I am, unfortunately, I am a Filipino. And that's what I see with Rumi whenever she meets up with Ginu. They're both teaching each other to accept themselves, Rumi accepting the pattern she inherited from her father, and Ginu accepting that he isn't defined by the mistake that he's done in the past. And this is why my favorite song in the whole movie is Why does it feel right every time I let you in? Banger.
I'll make sure the Saja boys lose tomorrow.
Woo, yeah! I hope they win by rigging the competition. So this is what the girls were waiting for the entire movie, the Idol Awards, and the trio decided they're not gonna use the diss track because it won't unite people. I don't know, man, it worked for Kendrick. He's even nominated for a fucking Emmy. So they performed Golden on stage, and at first everything was going as planned, but their manager gets kidnapped and Mira and Zoe chases after them. But oh no, there's more twists. They were demons all along trying to distract the two. And when Rumi thought they were about to seal the golden honeymoon, the power goes out and for the third time, Takedown starts playing and the two demons disguised as Zoe and Mira start stripping her. The two then reach just in time to see a panicked Rumi with her patterns, and the two were shocked. She then talks to the real Zoe and Mira and they back off because everything they know about her has come into question. She's a demon? She lied to us? That's why she never trips on our long ass hair. Mira then points her weapon at her, but they let her escape. She tried looking for Ginu only to find him in the middle of the hallway waiting. Man, how long are they gonna bicker there? Any second now. They then argue, asking Ginu why he did that. And then he drops the most I'm 14 and this is deep line of the movie.
You're a demon, just like me. All we get to do is live with our pain.
Shit, I might secretly be a demon because that's all I do. This causes the honeymoon to get destroyed and their song plummets the charts. With everyone outside looking like zombies, the Saja Boys then invites everyone to their concert. The Demon King then injects voices into Mira and Zoe's head. And I don't know about you, but Kima has been trying for years. You take too long to make a video. It has never worked. Rumi then ran to the source of their problems. I mean their mentor. This scene is what every toxic mother faces whenever they realize it's their fault that their children don't talk to them anymore.
Why couldn't you love me? I do. All
Oh, poor Rumi. It's fine. If Gino finally gets a change of heart, you can be with him na lang. Oh shit, my Konyo came out. We then mirror the start of the movie, but this time it's the Sasha boys, and they're not even hiding that they're full-on demons. They're floating, teleporting everywhere, and the lyrics isn't even subtle at all. Guys, are you actually listening to what the song is saying? No one's coming to save you? For what? Did they just dab? So Kima was about to consume all these unfortunate souls, but then Rumi came in time to start singing, and this sets free Mira and Zoe, and they start singing together. They fight a shit ton of demons, and once they are able to embrace, they set free a lot of people under Gima's spell. You're losing momentum. I don't know about you, but it didn't work for me. Because of this, Gima turns into a huge face and shoots a fucking laser out of his mouth. Rumi tries to block it with her sword and is slowly losing strength. But the other girls are preoccupied, so they can't really help Rumi that much. So instead of just watching handsomely from the side, Gino jumps into the line of fire Piccolo style to save Rumi. And because of this, he straight up dies. This part is pretty with the feelings. I'm not upset Gino died, you are! She then gets an anime power-up Goku style, and they kill all the Sasha boys, and they hover in the air defeating evil, and nobody's questioning how they're just floating there. Man, the strings they use sure are well hidden. They look to their fans once more, and a new Hanmoon is formed. And yeah, that's K-pop Demon Hunters. First off, I have a question. What happens to the people who already got sucked by Kima? Are they just dead? Cause we never got to see them return, so it leads me to believe they're permanently dead. It's a good fun movie. The music was top notch, and in my opinion, the last song was the weakest in the whole movie. But with songs like Free, Soda Pop, How It's Done, and fucking Your Idol, it has a very good soundtrack to it. So yeah, that's all I have to say, and so I thank you so much for watching my video. I'll be off working on my next one. Sorry for not delivering on the Threads video, and also for the delays in this one, and thank you so much for the support. I'm eternally grateful. I hope you guys come back in the next video. I'm gone. Bye.